Hi, I'm Connie from The Painted Photographer. If you've seen me before, you know that garden signs are one of my favorite things to create. And it's that time. IOD has their summer release, and we're going to use a few of their products from the summer release to make a fun garden sign. I'm going to take you along with. So join me, and I'll see you at the end.
To make a garden shed, I use this thin type of wood. I just cut the board to the size of the stencil that I was going to be using for the garden sign. I'm using a dark stain product to put onto the board to stain up that blonde wood into a nice darker finish that would be underneath. IOD paint blades are the funnest thing to use. There's a large one and a small one. I do like to use the small one, and it just fits really, really nice in your hand. You put the paint onto the board, and then you take the paint blade and you push it around. It makes a very irregular look on the paint, and you can pull the paint, push the paint however you want. And I do leave this base coat just a little bit thicker, and then I let it dry slowly, and then we're going to add another color to mix in with the paint blade to give a very irregular look. The cleanup on this paint blade is so much easier than a paintbrush. You just take a baby wipe, wipe the back and the front side, and it is totally clean. You're all finished. Now, after it has dried for a bit, you can see that some of that is dry and some is not. I took a paint knife and I added some brighter yellow to this board. Now I'm going to push the paint around using the paint blade, and I'm actually digging into the base coat color. So when I dig into that base coat color, it picks it up and moves it around, mixes it with the top color, and just has a different surface. The board is painted in that dark brown, so some of that dark brown color that's coming through is what I want. And I just keep pushing it and mixing it around to get that old world paint finish.
Where I started from, the only place that I call home. 17 around the bend, drinking with my old best friend, listening to the radio. I thought we'd stay until the end. It wasn't always right, but it wasn't all that bad. This was all we had. And when I see it now, I always feel so free. I guess this town's still a big part of me. That's the spot where I got caught, running from the cops. I thought they would
We
have
have the Orleans stamp, which is like a city map, but it's going to be perfect for distressing on a garden sign. I'm going to teach you how I do that.
This stamp is part of the IOD summer release. It is Orleans and it looks like a city map. It's perfect for distressing on these garden signs. First, when you use a brand new stamp, you want to make sure that you season it, taking a small grit sandpaper and running it both ways over top of the stamp to remove that factory surface on there. Now, this does have names of cities on here, so you want to make sure that you put it in the up position so your wording is not upside down. You probably won't be able to read it that well, but just in case one of them does, you want to make sure that it is correct. I am going to use my IOD black ink and my IOD ink pad. I ink up the pad surface and then I stamp the pad onto the stamp, and I just turn that over, and we're going to get just a very irregular stamp look. I do not make sure that it is totally set. I just tickle it on there to get some of that image to come out. And look at that. So perfect. You can go back in with the stamp and continue to stamp some of those edges in random places to make it look like a distressed stamp. Isn't that just beautiful? It's just so irregular and it just has that nice crazing kind of crackle look to it. Now we're going to go on with the stencil, and this one is one of my favorite stencils. And I go with some black paint and a stencil brush, and I do the swirl motion. I just swirl the paint onto the stencil, making sure that my stencil brush is very thin and that the most of the paint has been rubbed off onto the cardboard. That will get you a nice, crisp, clear stencil lettering when you lift up the stencil.
When I see it now, I always feel so free. I guess this town's still a big part of me. It wasn't always right, but it wasn't all that bad. This was all we had.
I do like to add another step when I'm using stencils. I take a small artist brush and I fill in all those gaps that a stencil does leave to make it look more hand lettered.
Town's still a big part of me. I guess this town's still a big part of me. I guess this town's still a big part of me.
One more step I like to do is take a piece of sandpaper and sand the top of the stencil after it is completely dry and knock down some of that newness from the stencil. I knock it down and make it look more aged.
We'll use Flowers by the Poets. Some of these are so good, and the birds are spectacular.
When I'm putting transfers on the garden signs, I like to either pick them out by the flower or pick them out by color. So I go through the transfer pad and I pick out all the flowers that are similar in color or type of flower. And in this case, I picked out the yellow mums and the pink apple blossoms. And then I decided on placement of these transfers. I do like the swag of this one, but it is a little too short. I need it to be a little wider. So I go ahead and I cut out the flowers in the center of them, cutting around to where they would look very good being split apart. And then I'm going to fill it in with other flowers and make this swag be a little bit wider for my board.
I'm soldiering on, and now you walk into my life and ask me to love again. Now it's too late to walk away. You crash into my life like a category 5, but is it too fast for a broken heart? Maybe it's not worth stealing.
When I get them all placed, I do like to use a piece of painter's tape to be like a hinge. So I have these all set up, which ones I want underneath, which ones I want on top, and I go ahead and I put the tape onto them like a hinge so that these can be put on to the board in that order. So I flip them over, the ones that I'm not going to use, they will stay in their position and I will know which one is next. I use the transfer stick that comes with your transfers and I rub onto the transfer and it has a muter finish to it and you'll know that it has been transferred onto your board at this time. Make sure that your board is very, very dry and you let your paint sit for a while to cure. And also, if you sand it, make sure your sanding dust is all removed to get the best results. Pick up your transfer sheet and look at that pink on that yellow. It is stunning. Take the transfer piece and burnish it onto the board. Now I'm going to place the next flowers onto this board, making that swag just a little bit larger.
I will call when I'm drunk. You are the one that I just need to feel loving. You saved me from the broken house that I built. You took me in with open arms, and I still want you back, want you back, back. Some say that love don't hurt, but I've got you stuck in my memory. Some say that hearts come first, but they've never known what it's like to be in love at 20 years old. We kiss in the rain till we catch a cold.
I also stretched one of the other swags on the bottom of the board, and I did use this sweet little hummingbird right in the center of it. I do love the way he looks, all peeking out in the center of that swag and a little bit over top of the words.
Without you, and every wall is getting close, and I don't know what to do. Can't you save my soul? Can't you save my soul? Can't you mend my heart? Can't you mend my heart? I want you back, want you back, back. Yeah, I want you back, want you back, back. Some say that love don't hurt, but I've got you stuck in my memory. Some say that hearts come first, but they've never known what it's like to be in love at 20 years old. We kiss in the rain till we catch a cold. Some say that love don't hurt, but I want you back, 'cause I got you stuck in my memory. This is the call that you've been waiting for. This is the
To finish off this garden sign, I take a clear sealer and I seal the entire thing in, making sure that everything is sealed onto the board. The transfers are sealed in. I do not use wax for two reasons. If I'm going to use this garden sign outside, I want to make sure that it is sealed up and not with a wax that's going to flake off. And also, I don't like to use wax over top of transfers. I do like to use a clear finish. I hope that you enjoyed this garden sign as much as I enjoyed making it.
this is the call that you've been. One, two, three. Some say that love don't hurt, but I've got you stuck in my memory. Some say
Well, guys, what'd you think? Are you ready to make a garden sign? I know I'm going to make lots of them with this new release. IOD really knocked it out of the park this time. I love every single one of the transfers, and they're going to make some beautiful garden signs, even the paint inlay. If you would like to get your hands on any of this IOD summer release, make sure you go to the IOD website and search for a retailer near you. As always, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And until next time, happy painting.
wouldn't lie to you. Doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart starts beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy.